Okay, so what on earth has happened today? I tried to record a minute ago and made a terrible error. It is today's news in Warcraft, and we are trying to blend the fun of World of Warcraft Classic on a controller with the horrors of today's news, and heavy emphasis on horrors today. This is the transcript from today's great, wonderful meeting between Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Volodymyr Zelensky. This came from June Cho's Facebook page. If I messed up your name, I am very sorry. I didn't get to a pronunciation guide. I apologize. But here we go. So, J.D. Vance, have you said thank you once? And apparently, parenthetical thought here, and apparently J.D. Vance is yelling because Volodymyr Zelensky now says, you think if you speak very loudly, and then he gets interrupted by Donald Trump, who says, he's not speaking loudly. You've done a lot of talking. You're not winning this because, of course, parenthetical thoughts again, because, of course, Donald Trump would say that. He's rooting for the Kremlin. We knew this going in. So, back to the conversation. Zelensky, Mr. Trump, you are increasing the volume of your voice, but not the logic of your arguments. Ukraine is still standing. We are still fighting. And apparently, Pete Hegseth was in here. It just keeps getting more and more fun by the second. So Pete Hegseth, look, we have to be realistic. America can't fund this war forever. Zelensky, realistic? Like when your defense secretary, Hegseth refusing to even say Russia invaded Ukraine. You couldn't admit the truth, and now you want to lecture me on reality. Bam. Okay? That was a bam moment right there. And now Hegseth. This is about diplomacy. We need a negotiated settlement. Zelensky. Diplomacy? Putin broke every ceasefire, every treaty, every promise. What kind of deal do you think he wants? One where Ukraine still exists? Trump, you don't have the leverage. You don't have the cards. Zelensky, because you keep taking them away, blocking aid, repeating Putin's lies, pretending this war is already lost. Again, slapping Donald Trump, which is exactly what he needed to begin with, but I digress back to this conversation. So, Vance, you should be grateful the U.S. has given you a lot. Zelensky, grateful? Sorry, let me restart this quote. I skipped a line. Grateful? My people are dying, while you sit here demanding I smile and shake hands with my enemy? Gratitude will come when Russia is defeated. Hegseth, but Ukraine needs to be realistic. There are limits to what America can provide. See, this is just, it's just this back and forth continuously, but I'm going to keep going. Zelensky, and there are limits to what Russia can take? Or do you just let them redraw borders by force? Trump, it's going to be very hard to do business like this, Volodymyr. And I think this is the point where it got lost. This is the part where I think the plot got lost, and it's just on ridiculous levels. So, Zelensky, Ukraine is not a business deal. We do not trade away our sovereignty. We fight for it. Vance, but for how long? What's the end game? Zelensky, for us, there is no exit. We win or we cease to exist. The only question is whether America stands with us. I was curious, is that the one that has a good claw? Yes, it does. Well, at least I know where to go. Okay, so I'd have to stable Rory in a while to get that one. So, but wait, this gets better. So after this meeting, that just went completely and utterly off the rails. So this is from Rebecca Solnit over on Facebook. And again, if you didn't want this stuff read, don't make it public. So I'm assuming you wanted it read and shared by the masses because you made it public. And these are screenshots of other world leaders in support. In each one of these, Zelensky just says, "Thank you for your support." Here we go. Let me make it big enough so that I can see it, okay? The Ukrainian people have been courageously, this is from Carl Nehammer. The Ukrainian people have been courageously defending their country against the Russian aggressor for more than 3 years. I personally visited the war zone and saw for myself the big sacrifices here. We all want this war to end at last. Russia is the aggressor, and therefore, and then it is truncated. I do apologize. The next one, Justin Trudeau. Russia illegally and unjustifiably invaded Ukraine for 3 years now. Ukrainians have fought with courage and resilience. Their fight for democracy, freedom, and sovereignty is a fight that matters to us all. ... And then it says show more. Yeah, I do have to go all the way up there. All right, let's get the bear. Get him. Now, then the next one is Alexander Schallenberg. It's just hashtag stand with Ukraine and then an X link. Let me go to the next one here. Sorry, Rory. Oh, he's only partially happy. I'm going to have to feed him in a second. Emmanuel Macron said he wrote it out in French. I can't. I'm not going to try to butcher the French language. I'm sorry. Antonio Costa, and he wrote, I can't translate it. Ursula von der Leyen wrote, and I cannot. Wait a minute. Come back here. I'm back here. Yeah, and I can't translate that either. And let's just see if we can find a teddy bear. Oh. Yeah, there it is. But, oh gosh, it's just surrounded. I don't know if I'll be able to manage that one or not. Oh dear, but wait, and just when you think this is done, but wait, there's more. The Republicans are actually condemning something their president did. Can you believe it? Because I certainly cannot. So, this is breaking. Republican Congressman Don Bacon breaks ranks from the MAGA cult to rip into the catastrophic Oval Office screaming match between Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. And you can tell what way this one leans, right? Just let you know. Oh, he does wander. Okay, hang in there. And then Rory and I will get you. Ready, go. Get him, Rory. Now, this is a rare moment of courage from a conservative. Uh-oh, he must have called for help. No, he did not. Poo-poo. Hang in there, Rory. I think we may have it. Just hang in there, buddy. And I don't have my stuff. Come on, Rory, get him. Nope. Well, we just need to get it. I just need to loot. Come on. Run. We're doomed. But at least I got the quest done. Oh, and I'm back where I am. I don't care to take that penalty then, because this is exactly where I needed to go. I don't care to take the penalty. It's okay. Yeah. Go on. I know the repair bill will be terrible, but it's okay. Because I'm just where I want to be, and I'm only here for the XP right now. Hang on, Rory, and I'll revive you in a minute. So, like I said, like they say, this is a rare moment of courage from a conservative. Quote, a bad day for America's foreign policy. Ukraine wants independence, free markets, and rule of law. It wants to be part of the West. Russia hates us and our Western values. We should be clear that we stand for freedom, Bacon said in a text message to The Hill. The disastrous meeting has drawn widespread condemnation and marks an undeniable low point in America's global reputation. Trump and Vance have stabbed our allies squarely in the back. And yes, they have. And in the process, they've also screwed up any European relations we could possibly have. And I mean any. Alright, where's my revive? Sorry, Rory, it just happened. Quote, you don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Quote, Trump raged during the meeting. Quote, you're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III, and what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country that's backed you for more than a lot of people said they should have. Quote, Vance repeatedly whined that Zelensky had not said thank you once to Donald Trump. Well, apparently, with friends like that, why say thank you? And repeatedly showed off for his boss in the most groveling manner. And again, you can tell the slant. But still, it really did happen this way. And it really did. There's a heavy shot and a heavy. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this because I'm getting ready to upgrade to there. And those are all solids. Okay, so I can do one more of that. Here we go. Now let's go see what the repair bill's going to be. All right. Or can I have a repair person? Yeah, I do. Oh, not terrible at all. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about that repair. Let's not worry about that repair. Okay, so let's come back here. Now, so we're back to this article. Quote, please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, Zelensky said to Vance at one point. He's, quote, he's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble. Trump interjected. You're not winning this. You're not winning this. But you have a good chance of coming out okay because of us. Quote, if you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks, Trump said at another point in this tirade. Quote, it's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. Quote, just say thank you. We know you're wrong, Vance said. Quote, "The problem is I've empowered you to be a tough guy," said Trump, "and I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States." Quote, "Your people are very brave, but you're either going to make a deal or we're out," he went on. "And if we're out, you'll fight out." And I am going to go back to wetlands while I'm finishing this article. Okay? "And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards, but once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position." Quote, "But you're not acting at all thankful, and that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think?" he concluded. "Trump might stand with Putin and his brutal invasion, but real Americans stand with Ukraine and its brave leader and valiant people." So, again, this revenge tour, guess what happened? He didn't, he went in and did not investigate Hunter Biden, and now this, a screaming match. And you voted for this. And yes, I will say that again. You voted for this. And I will leave you with this because I'm just going to go around and go and skin. Actually, I'll just go ahead and do this and say it. If you're a Trump supporter and see me mocking Trump supporters, let me be clear. Yes, I'm talking about you specifically. And yes, I hope you're offended because I think you're an idiot and you're actively making this country worse. That's from a meme. So, but then again, it makes me feel like I have slipped into an alternate universe. Because, oh, are we still just, oh my gosh, okay. You need more food, eat more. Let's see, these should be green levels by now. Yeah, I think we should be able to handle this even with all that problem. But yeah, what on earth possessed this thing to happen in the first place? And actually, since I'm out of talking points here, I just don't want to bore you all. So after Crocky here, I'm gonna loot it, skin it, and just keep looting and skinning and looting and skinning. Okay, that's really all that's going to happen, and it's just going to wind up boring you to death until I level up, and then find out that I can't train everything that I want because it's classic and I'm gold poor. Um, I always send my alts gold, and ooh, there's another one to get. Ninja skinning. It's not really ninja skinning because they abandoned the mob. And from here, I will call that an evening. So for today's news and Warcraft, this is Anan with Rory the Bear Cup Cat. And I wish you a great day and great gaming. Good night, everybody.